gonna lie, I'm super fucking annoyed today. What is this? I know I was fucking annoyed. Well, first of all, I woke up cranky to begin with. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just a little cranky. Honestly, when am I fucking not cranky? Like, when am I not, you know? I'm not cranky that often. I don't know. It's Mercury in retrograde. That's what the fuck it is. But as you guys know, Sissy is starting to work for me. Sissy's my sister. So yesterday was like her first day of just like little tasks, you know, just to like see how things are going, just like, you know, all of that, right? Well, I let all of my friends like PR shop. So whenever I have like extra PR, I'm like, you guys can go through it and get whatever you want. Sissy is the person that gets all of this stuff because she's always here. But today I'm looking for my wÉijourd and I'm like, that's weird. Like I want to use my wÉijourd. And I'm like, Sissy, did you take my wÉijourd? She's like, there's no chance I took it. Like you told me that you really wanted that. So there's like no chance I took it. I'm like, well, weird. My apartment is like five square feet big. So like, where the fuck is the wÉijourd? And she's like, oh my God, I did take it. Like, I don't even know. Like I did take it. I'm like, you just robbed your boss. Like, you realize that, you know, like you just robbed your fucking boss. She was like, no, I didn't rob you because like I didn't mean to take it. It somehow ended up in my bag. I was like, a ginormous jar ended up in your bag. I'm like, okay, that's fine. You know what, whatever. We'll let the wÉijourd go. Like, you're bringing it back. Like, whatever, that's fine. Like, who the fuck robs their boss on the first day? You know, like, who the fuck is out here robbing their boss? And she's like, he didn't rob you. Like, she's like, I know it looks bad. And I'm like, whatever. Like, I honestly could give a fuck. It's the wÉijourd. But now I'm looking for these eye patches. And I'm like, Sissy, where the fuck are these eye patches? And that we're on FaceTime together, looking through everything, like looking for these fucking eye patches. They're nowhere to be found. And for some reason, it just sent me over the edge. I was like, are you robbing me, bitch? Are you fucking robbing me? She doesn't have the eye patches either. So I'm just like, okay, they're definitely just like misplaced somewhere. I just need to like organize this apartment a little bit better. But I'm like, I can't believe she robbed her boss on the first day. Also, Sissy is fucking off one because yesterday I got dinner with Sissy and one of my best friends and we're sitting and getting ice cream after. And my best friend, she starts crying. She's just going through it. She's like having a hard time. So she just starts like crying, right? One thing you guys need to keep in mind about Sissy is that like Sissy's not, and like Sissy never cries. Like Sissy is the bitch that we're at funerals and she's like, why the fuck is everybody crying? I'm like, babe, someone did die. Like she's just not the type to cry. Like she's really not like that. Like when I'm crying, she's like, why are you crying again? But then like, to be fair, I do cry like almost I cry like at least twice a week. She's like, Libby, stop crying. She's just not. I would never categorize Sissy as an empath ever in my life. Yesterday, Sissy was on something. Go to part 2. I'm sitting there with Sissy and my best friend starts crying because something like emotional was happening and she wasn't doing well. I look over, Sissy's bawling. I'm like, what the fuck? You guys, I captured every single moment of her crying and I put it on my Instagram story. You need to go look. I'm like, Sissy, why are you crying? She's like, I just know how she feels. Like, I've been there. Like, I just know how she feels. Crying. I'm like, what the fuck is happening? Like, I never see Sissy cry. She's like, I've been there, you know, we're talking like about a breakup or whatever. And she's like, I've just been there. And she's like crying. I'm like, you've been there, what, 5 fucking years ago? Like, why are we crying? Here's the thing. Whenever I see Sissy cry, you guys, like, I cannot see Sissy cry because then I start to cry. So we're just sitting at this fucking ice cream place. My best friend's crying. Sissy's crying because my best friend's crying. And then I start to like tear up a little because Sissy's crying. And like, I literally cannot see Sissy cry. It just like, it like does something to me where I just get so fucking emotional. But I'm like taking pics of both of them and I'm like, what the fuck is happening here? Like for Sissy to cry is like a rare occurrence. Like Sissy does not cry. And I'm like, out of all times that you choose to cry is when she's going through a breakup. I'm like, that's not even that like whatever. Like, why is Sissy crying about this? But I am literally getting those photos that I have of her on my Instagram story framed because I think those are just like the funniest things I've ever seen in my entire life. Her bawling her eyes out just because of like what the fuck? Like, okay, who knew you were such an empath, bitch? Like, she just pulled out as like a fucking empath. I'm like, okay, go crazy. But yeah, I'm not really feeling that cranky anymore. I think I just need to talk to you guys. I honestly do just think I'm overwhelmed from coming back from LA. I'm jet lagged. That's what I am, jet lagged. I just was not expecting LA to be as intense as it was. There was just a lot that was done out there. I loved every minute of it, but I like came back, I'm like, a bitch needs a nap. So like tonight I'm gonna go see Coco, my masseuse. I fucking love that bitch. Coco has magic hands and I don't know what she does. I literally told my best friends, I was like, I would go see Coco every single fucking day if I could because that bitch, like, she literally massages the anxiety, the OCD, the stress. I'm not kidding. Like, I'm not fucking kidding. Coco knows what she's doing and she massages it out of me and I just feel like a brand new bitch every time. It's literally therapy. So I'm gonna go see Coco tonight and I think that'll just heal all this crankiness, all this Mercury retrograding shit that's just like put me over a spiral. I should probably book Sissy appointment with Coco because like the bitch is clearly going through something, but this does something. Look at Sissy crying on my Instagram because it will make your day. So if you're having a cranky day, just go look at Sissy crying, because I look at it and I'm like, okay, bitch, what is that? I've worked a lot of places in my adult life, probably literally 20 different places, but the absolute worst place I ever worked in my entire life was Planet Fitness. I got the job at Planet Fitness when I was probably like 18, and it was just like a part-time job for me. I was expecting to go to school or like do makeup or something, so I really didn't take it serious at all. First and foremost, we had a lady named Naked Mary who wouldn't leave until an hour after close, and when she would leave, she'd be half naked. 9 o'clock on Fridays, my Planet Fitness used to close, and I'd have to close up shop, but basically you had to be out by 9. It wasn't like in a restaurant where you could be seated till 9. It's like, get the fuck out. Get the fuck out. I'm 18 and it's 9 o'clock on a Friday night. I'm ready to leave, baby. There was like this well-known lady that would never leave at close, and she was banned from like 3 locations. So I'm yelling in the locker room like, hey, you gotta leave. And she's like, I'm showering. And I'm like, girl, that is a you problem. Another 30 minutes go by and she's still in the shower, and I'm like, I'm turning the lights off. So I turn the lights off on her and she's like, like freaking out. She like literally runs out of the locker room butt ass naked and acting like she's gonna attack me, and I'm like, get out before I call the cops. And she ran to her car naked. So that was weird. That was Naked Mary, but that was honestly a mild situation. Like, that really didn't scare me until this other situation happened. Working at a gym, you get a lot of male attention. Obviously, people are like coming up to you and trying to flirt with you all the time. I don't know what it is about men, but when they work out, they're like on 10. Get away from me. I used to wear this ring on my ring finger to make it look like I was married so that people would probably show me less attention. Didn't work. This grown-ass man comes up to me and he's like, are you married? And I'm like, yeah, I am. Mind you, I had never seen this guy in my entire life. I'm pretty sure I had signed up for the gym like the day before. Without any hesitation or any further discussion, he looks at me and he says, I know you think of me when you're fucking your husband. I was the only person working at this time, so I was terrified. I literally looked at him and I said, I want you to walk away from me now because you're actually scaring me. He literally looks at me and he's like, baby, but I could be like your side piece. Like, I could be your side piece. And I'm like, yo, this is fucking scary. So I call my manager, right? I'm thinking like this big ass grown ass man that is my manager can come up here and scare this guy. No, my manager literally told me I was lying. Came up and asked the guy about it, and the guy literally said I was lying, and my manager believed him, and they never canceled his membership. So I was like, yeah, I'm gonna quit. So I literally worked with this girl who came in drunk every single day to work, like physically, like incomprehensibly drunk. Actually ended up having intercourse with my manager in the tanning bed, so they both got fired. That was weird too. Yeah, I don't recommend working there. Don't work there.
My fiance is pregnant, and when we found out it's a boy, we decided to make him my junior. My name starts with the letter D, so his name is gonna be D Junior. My fiance said she can agree to name him my name, but doesn't want to add the junior on the birth certificate because she hates the nickname DJ, which my family has already started calling him. I got mad and said in order for him to be a real junior, he has to actually have junior in the name and to get over the nickname. I think having the option for both a full name and a nickname is nice, but she is refusing to include the junior to the name and said I'm not compromising. She got upset herself and said that she already agreed to make him a junior by using my name and I'm in the wrong. I told her she's in the wrong since she doesn't want to include the junior all of her dumb nicknames she doesn't have to use.
I'm the bad guy for calling my ex a deadbeat in front of his family. I have a daughter who's 14 with my ex. We divorced when she was 4 years old. My ex made a real effort to be a good father for the first couple of years after our divorce, but pretty much overnight, he seemed to lose interest in her. He stopped coming to parent-teacher nights and never came to any of her sports games, and even stopped asking about them. He refused to play child support as well, and would forget to pick up Sam on the days that he said he would, and then also stopped asking to see her on holidays. On very rare occasions, he would remember to pick her up and would try to smooth everything over by buying her expensive stuff. It worked for a really long time, but now it's starting to wear off, and my daughter is starting to see it. She has maintained a very close relationship with her parental grandparents. She's very accomplished at field hockey and represents our country internationally, and recently it's very likely that she'll go to World Championships. We returned 2 days ago, and yesterday her grandparents wanted to take her and the rest of the family to lunch for celebrate. Ex showed up 45 minutes late and didn't even apologize. Parents were surprised and told him to behave. He gave a summary of what happened. My ex belittled her performance to say she only scored 1 point. He burst into tears and ran to the bathroom. He has to go home, and I agreed. He snapped at the table and said he was a deadbeat. Parents were shocked, and he threw a tantrum. I'm the bad guy for leaving my own birthday party. After they invited my former bully to turn 20 a few days ago, my friends and a few family members threw me a birthday party after I got home from classes. I was really happy and felt so loved as I was always the one who planned my own parties. I looked around the room and saw Sam, who's 19 and used to bully me for about 2.5 years back in high school. She would constantly tease me, make comments about my appearance, spread rumors, and physically hurt me. I walked up to my closest friend asking why they were there. Apparently, Sam had reached out and wanted to apologize as she realized how mean she was back there. I met many of my friends in uni, so they did not know Sam back then. Seeing Sam made me feel horrible and gave me major flashbacks. I was so happy when they first surprised me, but now I felt like crying. I went up to Sam and told her, what made you think I wanted you here on my own birthday in front of everyone? And then I stormed out. I got calls from friends, but I didn't pick up. Everyone started saying I was ungrateful because they spent so much time and money, that I was rude to Sam. I would have talked to her on a different day, just not my birthday. Was I being sensitive?